Hey everybody, welcome to your next episode of Dr. V's Motivational Monday, a video series on self-regulation and effective learning strategies where our goal is to learn how to learn because after all, everybody, learning should be fun. Last week, I talked a lot about what to do if learning stops being fun because of information overload, right? When there's too much information and you can't sift through it. This week, I want to pair with that video an explanation or discussion about information underload. What to do when there's not enough information or when pieces of the map are missing. This can be just as frustrating as information overload. But much as there was last week, there are things we can do to help ourselves when we face information underload. So let's go ahead and check out those tips. The first thing we can do is signal for help. Really what we're doing in this instance is we're asking for clarification. It doesn't matter who you ask. That's not the point. What you're doing is you're seeking out more information to figure out what is it that you don't know. One great way to do that is to also take your information and drop it into ChatGPT and ask it for a clarification. Ask it to help you overcome that information underload. Find more information. All you're doing is trying to indicate something here is missing, and I would be more successful if that something were found. The next thing we're going to do is scout the horizon. This is going to involve doing your own research, where you explore the different resources that exist around you. There are 100,000 plus videos on YouTube that likely deal with the topic that you're trying to cover. Look for those. There might be a way that you can ask somebody you know if they've ever researched something similar. Talk to that person. There is so much more information available than you are likely considering because of the minimal information in front of you. So instead of just focusing on what you don't have, scout the horizon to fill in those pieces. The next thing you're going to do is follow the stars. When you don't have all the answers, what you should do is rely on the information you do have. Okay? Although there is information missing and information underload, right? We don't have enough. There is still information in front of you. And instead of looking at the information holistically, look at the information piece by piece. Really go through and break it down into its finite, minute parts. What is the information actually talking about? Break whatever it is, break your reading, break your assignment, break your project into smaller steps that will allow you to move forward with increased clarity. The last thing you can do if you are experiencing information underload is remember to keep the ship moving. Even if you do not have a map, even if you do not have it all in front of you, you do have information, which means you have a general direction. Move in that direction. Stay proactive while the other pieces of the map are filled in. Don't focus on what you don't have. Focus on what you do have and decide to keep moving forward so that information underload doesn't slow you down. That's going to be the most important thing. Even if you don't have a map with all the guideposts, you know a general direction. So keep moving forward. It is when the map is missing, when pieces of the map are missing, do you truly discover what you're capable of? That's how you find out. So don't shy away from the moments of information underload. Embrace them because they're going to make you better. That's everything for this episode of Dr. V's Motivational Monday. If you'd like a say in the videos produced on this channel, scan this QR code now. Otherwise, subscribe, like, and stay tuned for future videos. Take care, everybody.